Airports are filled with secrets. Secrets that most travelers never even realize. From hidden airport tricks to the surprising list of newly banned items, some of which you'd never expect. Let's dive into the secrets they don't want you to know. And airlines? They have their own tricks to quietly squeeze more money out of you. Stick around, because once you learn these secrets, you'll never look at airports the same way again. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, because trust me, they won't tell you this. Ever felt oddly relaxed while waiting at your gate? It's no accident. TSA and airports manipulate your emotions and your wallet. Lower ceilings, dim lighting, soft carpets. These cozy touches make travelers feel more at ease, reducing stress and anxiety. Studies show that calmer passengers spend 7 to 10% more in duty-free stores. So, that comfy lounge area? It's a carefully crafted psychological trick. And here's another mind-blowing fact. Airports intentionally make walking distances longer by designing terminals in a way that forces passengers to pass as many shops as possible. Ever wondered why you're forced through duty-free zones after security? It's called the Golden Walk strategy. Airports make billions by ensuring passengers unconsciously browse and impulse buy. Next time you're at an airport, look around. You're walking through a carefully designed money trap. You hand over your suitcase at check-in. But have you ever wondered what happens next? The truth? Once it leaves the check-in counter, even airport staff don't track it. Your bag is sorted by machines, using barcode scanners to send it to its destination. But luggage disasters happen every day. Here's what could go wrong. It moves too slowly. It misses your connecting flight. It moves too fast. Your bag gets to your destination before you do. You forgot an old luggage sticker? Your bag could end up in a completely different country. Luggage tracking hack. Always take a picture of your bag at check-in. If it's lost, having a photo helps staff find it faster. Also, use an AirTag or GPS tracker. Many travelers have recovered lost luggage this way. That airplane meal in front of you? It's been planned a year ago. Airline menus aren't created overnight. They're tested, optimized, and cost-cut to the extreme. One airline saved $40,000 just by removing a single olive from their salads. Multiply that by millions of flights. It's a fortune. Behind the scenes, massive airport kitchens operate 24/7, preparing food 6 to 10 hours before takeoff for multiple airlines at once. Why does airplane food taste weird? Your taste buds dull by up to 30% at high altitudes. That's why airlines add extra salt and seasoning to meals. Otherwise, everything would taste bland. Ever been asked to rub your hands on a cloth at airport security? No, they're not checking for germs. They're scanning for trace chemicals. Security machines memorize scents of dangerous substances. If there's a match, the alarm goes off. Another hidden security trick is that some airports use facial recognition AI to spot potential threats, sometimes before you even reach the gate. The TSA liquid rule loophole. You can bring frozen liquids through security. Breast milk, medications, and baby formula are allowed over 100 milliliters. Just declare them. Think VIP lounges are only for first-class travelers? Think again. Many airports sell 24-hour VIP lounge access for less than a hotel room. What you get: free food, drinks, showers, and quiet spaces to rest. Some credit cards give you free access to airport lounges, even if you're flying economy. Bonus tip: some airports have hidden passageways between terminals that only employees know about. At Frankfurt Airport, there's a walking tunnel between Terminals 1 and 2, but passengers rarely use it. Think those free airport phone charging stations are safe? Think again. Hackers install malware through public USB ports. The only safe way? Use your own charger in a wall outlet. Public Wi-Fi is just as risky. Unsecured networks can expose your personal data. If you must use airport Wi-Fi, encrypt your data or use a VPN. Hacker prevention hack. Carry a USB data blocker, also known as a USB condom, to prevent malware from loading onto your phone. Hate long security lines? There's a faster way through. TSA PreCheck lets you skip lines, keep your shoes on, and avoid unpacking your bags. Flying economy, but want a better seat? Check seating options 4 days before departure. That's when airlines start offering upgrades, sometimes for free. Frequent flyer programs aren't just about collecting miles for free flights. There are hidden perks many travelers overlook. Did you know some programs offer exclusive access to luxurious airport lounges, even if you're flying economy? Or that you can get priority boarding, which means never having to stress about finding overhead bin space again. And it gets better. Frequent flyer members often receive complimentary upgrades, allowing you to enjoy the comfort of business or first class without the hefty price tag. But that's not all. Many programs partner with hotels, car rental agencies, and even retail stores, so you can earn and redeem points for a variety of services and products beyond just flights. So next time you book a flight, consider signing up for a frequent flyer program. You might be surprised at the benefits you can unlock. When it comes to booking flights, timing can be everything. But what is the best time to book your ticket to get the cheapest rates? Experts suggest that the sweet spot is usually between 3 weeks and 4 months before your departure date. This is when airlines are most likely to offer the best deals. But there's more to it. According to industry studies, the best day of the week to book a flight is usually Tuesday. Airlines often release new fares on Monday evenings, which means other airlines will match these deals by Tuesday afternoon. This creates a window of opportunity for you to snag a great deal. Moreover, the time of day can also play a role. Booking flights in the early morning hours can sometimes yield better prices since fewer people are searching for flights at that time. And don't forget about the importance of flexibility. If you can be flexible with your travel dates, you can use tools like fare calendars to find the cheapest days to fly. Midweek flights are often cheaper than weekend ones, and flying on holidays themselves can sometimes be less expensive than flying the days leading up to or after. By understanding these timing tricks, you can save a significant amount on your next flight. Jet lag can be a major downside to international travel, but it doesn't have to ruin your trip. Here are some simple tips to help you avoid jet lag and make the most of your journey. First, start preparing before you even leave. Gradually adjust your sleep schedule to match your destination's time zone. If you're traveling east, go to bed an hour earlier each night. Traveling west, stay up a bit later. Next, stay hydrated. Airplane cabins are notorious for being dry, which can make jet lag symptoms worse. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after your flight. Avoid caffeine and alcohol, as they can dehydrate you further. When you board the plane, set your watch to the destination's time. This helps you mentally adjust to the new time zone. Try to sleep if it's nighttime at your destination, and stay awake if it's daytime. Light exposure plays a crucial role in regulating your body clock. Once you arrive, spend time outdoors in natural light. This helps your body adjust to the new time zone faster. If you arrive during the day, avoid naps and stay active. If it's nighttime, try to get to sleep even if you're not tired. Eating light, healthy meals can also help. Heavy or rich foods can make you feel sluggish and exacerbate jet lag. Stick to light, nutritious options to keep your energy levels steady. Finally, consider using sleep aids like melatonin, but consult with a healthcare professional first. Melatonin can help regulate your sleep cycle, but it's important to use it correctly. By following these simple tips, you can minimize the effects of jet lag and enjoy your trip to the fullest. Have you ever wondered what all those mysterious codes and numbers on your boarding pass actually mean? Today, we're revealing the secrets behind those cryptic codes and how they can impact your travel experience. First, let's look at the flight number. This usually consists of an airline code followed by a number. The airline code is a 2-letter abbreviation that identifies the carrier, like AA for American Airlines or BA for British Airways. The number that follows is the specific flight identifier, which can tell you a lot about the flight itself. For instance, lower numbers are often reserved for flagship routes. Next, you'll notice a series of letters and numbers like a 12 or C34. These indicate your gate number and seat assignment. The gate number tells you where to go to board your flight, while the seat assignment indicates your specific seat on the plane. Knowing these in advance can save you time and stress at the airport. Another important code is the class of service code. This is usually a single letter like Y for economy, J for business, or F for first class. It determines the level of service you'll receive on your flight, including seating, meals, and other amenities. By understanding these secret codes, you can navigate the airport with confidence and make the most of your travel experience. Have you ever dreamt of sitting in first class or business class without paying a fortune for an upgrade? In this chapter, we'll unveil some effective strategies to get free upgrades on your flights. First, let's talk about loyalty programs. Being a member of an airline's frequent flyer program can significantly increase your chances of getting an upgrade. The more you fly with a specific airline, the higher your status. And higher status often means more opportunities for complimentary upgrades. So if you're a frequent traveler, it's worth sticking to one airline to reap these benefits. Next, timing is everything. Arriving at the airport early can sometimes work in your favor. If the flight is overbooked in economy class, airlines may need to bump passengers up to business or first class to accommodate everyone. Being one of the first to check in can increase your chances of being selected for this upgrade. Which of these airport hacks surprised you the most? Comment below. Want to unlock even more flight secrets? Watch the other great videos on the channel. Planes seem simple. You board, you fly, you land. But the truth is, there are unspoken rules at 30,000 feet most passengers break without even realizing. From dangerous in-flight mistakes to silent things that annoy every flight attendant. And it's not just about comfort. Some of these slip-ups can even get you kicked off the plane. So buckle up, because once you learn these 11 things, you'll never fly the same way again. Before we take off, hit that subscribe button, because no airline is going to warn you about this. You'd think this would be obvious, but somehow, there's always that one person sprinting for the lav during boarding. Sure, maybe they were running late and didn't have time, but here's the thing. Flight attendants get in trouble if boarding takes too long. Seriously, they can be penalized. So when someone holds up the line because nature calls, everyone pays the price. The best time to go? Before you board. Trust us, and trust your bladder. Just because no one stopped you at the gate doesn't mean you're in the clear. 2 backpacks, 3 totes, a suitcase the size of a golden retriever? Yeah, no. When you hog the bin space, others are left juggling their stuff. And flight attendants get stuck playing luggage Tetris. Save yourself the glares, and pack smart. Planes are sealed tubes of recycled air, so when you break out a tuna sandwich or a cologne explosion, everyone notices, even your socks, especially your socks. Sure, your feet are tired, but if those bad boys have been marinating all day, maybe keep them on. Being considerate isn't hard. Just pretend your grandma is sitting next to you. We get it. You're vibing to your playlist or deep into that movie. But when a flight attendant approaches, hit pause and take off the headphones. It's just basic respect. Plus, it helps them do their job without awkward hand signals or lip reading. They're not background noise. They're the reason things run smoothly. Hey, can I move over there? It might seem like a small request, but it drives flight attendants crazy. Your seat is assigned for a reason. Moving people around mid-flight causes confusion, delays, even safety issues. Want a window seat? Book early next time. Don't make them play musical chairs at 30,000 feet. That glowing seatbelt sign? It's not just a suggestion. It means sit down and stay safe, especially during takeoff, landing, or turbulence. Even flight attendants buckle up during bumps. So unless you're craving a surprise faceplant in the aisle, stay seated until it's safe to move. Flight attendants are there to help, but that doesn't mean you should buzz them like it's a game show. Need something important? Sure. But ringing nonstop for snacks or a second pillow? Come on. Yes, they know who's doing it. And yes, they might start ignoring it. Wouldn't you? There's a menu in your seat pocket for a reason. Plenty of time to look through it. So when the cart rolls up and you say, "What do you have?" you're slowing everything down. You wouldn't do that at a drive-thru, so don't do it here either. When they walk down the aisle with a trash bag, that's your cue. Hand them your garbage. Don't shove it into the seat back pocket like you're hiding evidence. And don't try to pass them your trash while they're handing out drinks. They don't have a secret trash pocket. Timing, people. It matters. Yeah, you've heard it a million times. You could probably recite it by heart. But ignoring it completely? Headphones on, chatting with your buddy, scrolling Instagram? That's not it. Safety briefings exist for a reason. You never know when you'll need that info. Pretend to care, or better yet, actually care. This one's the worst of them all. Tapping someone on the arm? Maybe. But touching their knee? Or ankle? That's just creepy. Would you grab your waiter at a restaurant like that? Exactly. Use your voice. Or the call button. Responsibly. Keep your hands to yourself. Remember the last time you squeezed into your airplane seat, bracing for hours in the sky? Sure, flying gets us there fast, but let's be real. It's not always a smooth ride. Crammed seats, crying babies, dry air. Sound familiar? That's why I've gathered 7 flight hacks Airlines hope you never find out. And they'll change the way you fly forever. Quick heads up. If you love travel hacks like this, hit subscribe now so you never miss a trick airlines don't want you to know. Let's be real. Nothing beats scoring the window seat. Clouds, cities, sunsets. It's unbeatable. It's like your own private nook in the sky, cozy, quiet, and all yours. But here's the catch. Window seats get cold. Like shivering even with a blanket cold. Planes are engineering marvels. But comfort, that's not their strong suit. Up at 35,000 feet, the plane's outer shell can hit minus 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than Antarctica. You won't turn into an icicle, but that chill? It creeps in, especially on long hauls. But don't worry, this one's an easy fix. Just toss a light jacket or cozy sweater in your carry-on, even if you're flying to paradise. Better to be snug than stuck freezing in your seat for 6 hours. Bonus tip, forget your layer? Ask the flight attendant for a blanket. They've got your back. You've just buckled in, the plane's rolling toward takeoff, and the flight attendant hands you a hot drink. Sounds nice, right? Coffee, tea, it feels like first-class treatment. But before you take a sip, there's something you really need to know. That hot water? It usually comes from tanks that rarely, and I mean rarely, get properly cleaned. And it's not just rumors. Actual studies show that airplane water is kind of disgusting. We're talking E. coli, staph, and bacteria you definitely don't want floating in your tea. So what should you drink instead? Easy. Bottled water or sealed juice only. If it's sealed, it's safe. And way more refreshing than mystery tank water. Hydration's important, but not at the cost of gulping down germy water. So do yourself a favor. Go sealed, stay safe. All right, time for some airplane hygiene real talk. And it's not what you think. Everyone knows planes are flying germ factories, but you haven't heard the worst part yet. Because the filthiest spot on board? It's not the bathroom. Sure, the lavatory is gross, but there's a hidden hotspot that's way worse. It's that tray table you're about to eat off. Yep, that thing is a germ nightmare. Hundreds of hands touch it every day, and who knows what else has been on it. People eat off them. And yes, even change diapers on them. Flight crews try to clean, but trays often get skipped in the mad dash between flights. Runner-up for dirtiest spot? Those seat back pockets you're tempted to stuff everything into. We all toss snacks and phones in there, but those pockets are almost never cleaned. So how do you avoid these sneaky germ zones like a pro? It's simple. Just be prepared with a few easy moves. First, throw a pack of sanitizing wipes into your carry-on. Non-negotiable. Wipe that tray the second you sit down, and give the seatback pocket a once-over while you're at it. Let's be honest. Nothing kills vacation vibes faster than being trapped at the airport with a delayed flight. But what if I told you there's a ridiculously simple trick that slashes your chances of delays? It's all about timing, and most people get this part wrong. Flight delays snowball as the day goes on. One late plane leads to another, and another. One late flight in the morning triggers a ripple effect that can wreck your whole day, or even your entire trip. So here's the travel hack. Book the earliest flight you can, always. The earlier you're in the air, the less chance you'll hit any delays. It's that simple. And bonus, morning flights are usually smoother for anyone who hates turbulence. Morning air is calmer, which means your flight's smoother, quieter, and just plain better. You land on time, feel more rested, and start your trip off right. So next time you're booking, do yourself a favor. Wake up early and grab that morning flight. Everyone thinks the front of the plane is where all the perks are. Sure, first class gets the fancy seats, the champagne, the VIP treatment, but believe it or not, there's a secret perk to sitting in the back of the plane. Yep, those rear rows, they might actually get better service. When you're in the back, it's easier for crew to sneak you an extra snack or drink, without the whole cabin watching. And if the galley's behind you, crew is nearby ready to help, fast. No aisle traffic, no squeezing past carts. It just makes their job easier. Now sure, it's not first-class service, don't expect champagne, but if you want a smoother experience and maybe a little extra love from the crew, the back's where it's at. So next time you book, don't overlook the back. It might just surprise you. Let's talk neck pillows. That tiny travel essential that can make or break your flight. Inflatable neck pillows can be a total lifesaver when you're trying to sleep at 30,000 feet. They keep your head from bobbing around and help you avoid that dreaded neck cramp. But here's a travel fail you'll want to avoid. Never fully inflate your neck pillow before takeoff. As the plane climbs, cabin pressure drops, and the air inside your pillow expands. If it's fully inflated on the ground, it might literally pop mid-air. And yes, it happens. The fix? Super simple. Just leave a little wiggle room when inflating it. It might feel a bit squishy at first, but mid-air, it firms up just right for a comfy nap. One small adjustment now saves you a big mid-flight headache later. Let's face it, airplane food is, well, not winning any awards. But here's a little-known trick that can totally upgrade your in-flight meal. Order the special meal. Now you're probably thinking, but I'm not vegan, gluten-free, or allergic to anything. Doesn't matter. You don't need dietary restrictions to score the perks. Here's the deal. Special meals are made in smaller batches and loaded first, so they're often fresher and way better tasting than the regular stuff. Bonus, you usually get your meal first. More time to eat, relax, or dive into your book. Don't be afraid to switch it up. Special meals might just surprise you in the best way. Sometimes, leveling up your travel is as simple as thinking outside the tray. Next time you book a flight, check that special meal box and thank yourself later. And there you have it. 7 flight hacks that could totally transform your next trip. These small tweaks can help you stay comfy, skip the stress, and maybe even enjoy your time in the sky. Got travel buddies? Hit share and pass these tips along. No one deserves a cold seat or a germ-filled drink. Safe travels.